Weathering pencils are water-based pens with special 17 cm semi-grease paint for use in modeling. Specially formulated with the most suitable basic colors to achieve all the effects in a very simple way. They are very easy to control, clean, and of course they are not toxic. It is an ideal tool both for people who want to introduce themselves in modeling and for more advanced modelers who can discover their properties and different effects. We recommend using them on a matte surface, but thanks to their semi-greasy tip they can be used on other finishes. It is better to use them with a very sharp tip for total control. You can sharpen like a school pen. Dry application. To make chipping, use sepia colors or chipping colors in the case of deep chips, and if they are superficial chips, use a color appropriate to the base color. These pencils are very special. They have been created only for modeling. To make rods and scratches, use different colors depending on the element that has been touched and transferred, cement, another vehicle, etc. To highlight the edges of the pieces or to make polished metal, draw the profile resting on the side of the piece with a lighter color or graphite color. Their special semi-grease paint makes very easy to handle them. On surfaces to create chromatic variety, or color transitions can be used both dry and wet. Wet application. Draw the lines vertically, to later blur them if necessary with a brush moistened in water. For effects of rust you can combine the colors in the same way by moistening the pens and using them directly on the surface to be oxidized. To light a color or panel can be used both dry and wet. To make accumulations of dust, dirt, etc. since its effects are very controllable and realistic. All these effects can be combined with other products and other techniques and are a weapon for the most restless modelers. To achieve this effect we just use the right pencil from the metallics set. In this case we use the gunmetal applied dry on the machine gun. We rub with care until covering the surface completely. Finally soften with the makeup swab to obtain a certain shine. Rods and longitudinal scratches. To obtain this effect, it is sufficient to use a pencil that is slightly lighter than the base and make lines in the longitudinal direction. We blend with dry brush. They can be used to highlight panels given a dusty appearance. Streaking effects. Rust effects. Chipping effects. Dust effects. Rain marks effects. we are going to introduce the new range of watercolor pencils from UdK Interactive. We will see how we can use them and what we can achieve with them. There are multiple sets grouped according to the purpose for which they were created. Each of them contains 5 pencils of different colors that can be combined with each other. The range of colors is very complete and offers many possibilities. Each pencil is marked with its reference and the name of the color. They also include an approximate indicator of the color that can be obtained. To sharpen them we will use a normal pencil sharpener, since in some occasions we will need that they have the fine tip. The advantage is that once applied, whenever we have not used water for it, we can erase them with a normal rubber. In certain occasions we will use brushes to perform certain effects in combination with water. We can use pencils in dry to imitate all kinds of friction with natural elements such as vegetation, stones, rocks, or artificial elements such as corners, walls. Also in dry, with the pencil of color aluminum, we can imitate all type of chipping and rubbing on vehicles and pieces made of aluminum and that later have been painted. To represent marks and stencils, especially in vehicles and color primer, we can use the white pencil. For this it is convenient to sharpen the pencil well. After drawing the marks, should clean the surface with a soft brush. The ease of use and their precision makes them unbeatable in the modeling world. Another way to use watercolor pencils is fresh. To do this we just have to moisten the tip in water and apply it on the surface to be treated. Then to soften the effect we must use a brush dampened in water until you get the right result. In order to make characteristic rain or dirt marks on the vertical surfaces, we make fine parallel lines with the dry pencil, which we then fuse with the wet brush until the desired effects are achieved. The variety of colors make them perfect to achieve any weathering effect. Combining several colors in dry and fusing with the wet brush we can represent drained dirt. We can repeat the process as many times as we want until we get a more subtle or more evident result depending on our needs. Either applied wet or dry, these pencils are very special and make easier the life of the model. Rubbing dry areas with the pencil can darken them and represent various states of wear and dirt on the plates of a vehicle. With the right combination of rust colors, we can represent, in both dry and wet, various degrees of oxidation. The combination of rust chipping made in wet with some rubbing and dry peeling allows us to achieve a wide range of effects. The best weapon for modelers. I hope you liked this tutorial and see you soon. Happy modeling!